Orlando Lion fan club, what is going on, bro? Useless fucking game for y'all. Do you think Ruben runs from United or stays? I think he stays. From the reports that are coming out, he's been saying he stays. There's been a lot of talks going around about players leaving, some players staying. There was big talks about Bruno doing this Saudi transfer for big money. Apparently, it came out today that United want to keep Bruno. So I'm happy about that. I was saying earlier, like when the original talks happened, like before the final, with the idea of selling Bruno, and I was like, I really don't want to do that because obviously Bruno is my favorite player. But for the better of the team, would it actually be better to sell Bruno? I had to think about that after we lost the final, because obviously losing the final, we're losing all this money. Basically, the way I saw it is Bruno's poor performance in the final. Bruno literally had to win that final to stay at the club, because now if we lost the final, the only way we're making up that money from losing it is by selling Bruno. Now that we're in this, like we're here, we've lost the final officially, not having Champions League football next season and lacking on funds to bring in new signings for next season. Obviously, there's been the fallout with Garnacho as well, so he will be sold. How much we're going to get for him, I don't know. I know Napoli were in for him for, what was it, around like 60 million or something like that. I don't know if we'd be able to offer the same amount, especially since it's known now that we're looking to get rid of Garnacho, and Garnacho's unhappy as well. Maybe clubs are going to feel like they could get him for cheaper. Is Onana also leaving? He's not in the lineup today as well. I actually have no idea, man. The only stuff that I've heard for certain, Garnacho is going to leave. Pretty much nailed on Garnacho leaving. And Bruno is going to stay. That just came out today. But yeah, boys, vote on the poll if you haven't already. Would you rather keep or sell Bruno Fernandes? What do you think is actually better for the club? You know, there's like, yes, you get the money from Bruno, but it's hard to replace a Bruno Fernandes. And I know he played bad in the final, but people have such short-term memories, they forget everything Bruno's done for us this season and basically his whole time at United. Adam, what's going on, man? Paul plays up in here. What's going on? You need to cash in on Bruno if you get 100 million. You know what? Like, honestly, the smart thing to do would probably be to sell Bruno. I mean, like, what? The guy's 30 whatever. 31, I think. And they're offering 120 mil. To pass that up on a player who probably doesn't have that many years left at the top probably isn't a smart move, to be honest. But, like, the loyalty to the man, what he's done for this club, he definitely deserves the choice. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the club's decision. But if the club wants him to stay and he wants to stay, then I don't see anything wrong with that. First half underway now, though. United Villa, you guys already know the drill. My dad is actually at this game. He's an old man now, though never get that money again. Yeah, it's such a tough one because I love watching Bruno Fernandes, except for that final. That was probably one of the worst performances I've ever seen him play in a United jersey. But I mean, we are gonna have to make up money somehow, and if we don't sell Bruno, like we're obviously selling Garnacho, most likely selling Rashford as well. Anthony will leave. All these players are gonna be gone. Dorgo getting the ball out wide left. Try to find Bruno inside the middle. Bruno looking like he's playing with a little bit of fire in him. A little too late for that. Kind of needed that on Wednesday. Aiden Heaven also back in the lineup. Very good to see. You know what my biggest takeaway from watching that final was? Which I know everybody saw, but I rewatched the game and just how we just got absolutely dummied in midfield was just astonishing. And I love Ruben. I have faith in Ruben. I want him to do well, and I do think he will turn this club around. But I just don't understand how he could watch what was going on Wednesday and not change anything until, what was it, the 70th minute? When he saw that we were getting absolutely smoked in the midfield. How Ugarte did not play at all, how Manu didn't come on till that late, is absolutely astonishing to me. Casemiro, again, like I said before, I didn't care how well he played in previous games or with a goal, whatever goals he scored or assists to get us into the final. He shouldn't have played. He got absolutely destroyed by Sarr and Basuma for the whole game. We could not play out of the back because every time we would look into the midfield for a pass, Casemiro is being marked super tight by either Sarr or Basuma, and just couldn't give an option to play out the back. So we had to go wide. We go wide to Dorgu, and then once we go to our forwards, they're fucking hiding. Højlund hiding, Mount hiding. Ahmed, yeah, he showed up sometimes. I know he got a lot of stick for that game, but to be honest, there's really not much he could have done. The only decent chances we had were really through him. But Casemiro cannot run. He cannot check off someone who's defending him and create space for himself because he's too old and slow. Basuma and Sarr were eating him up all day. Elliot, what's going on, man? United fan up in here. George Kent, my man. What's going on, man? I don't know if I've even spoken to you since Palace won the FA Cup, but congrats, bro. I'm happy for you. Can't believe I've just watched us get the Guard of Honor from Liverpool. You get a Guard of Honor for winning the FA Cup? I mean, rightly so. Aaron, my man, what's going on, bro? Always good to see you up in here, man. It's a greeting from Toronto to you and your family. Hope you are doing well. I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm slowly trying to convince... Oh, please. Big chance here. Oh, Mason Mount. Mizraoui with the cutback. Decent effort on goal there from Mason Mount to find the shot. Play still alive. Rasmus Højlund. Mason Mount's header into straight in the hands of the keeper. Should be 1-0 to United. See, this is the Mason Mount we wanted to see against Spurs. Bouncing ball coming into him. Tough shot to get off. Hits it pretty clean. Goalkeeper saves it with his knee. Lyle's going on, man. Rashford hat trick today. Rashford not even playing, bro. I don't even think he's allowed to play. Can you imagine that, though? Imagine if he scored and celebrated if he was to play. Flo, what's going on? They broke my heart. I'm not sure I can watch them again. So you gotta be behind the boys. I know it's probably the worst moment that we've seen from United, really. But if you're a true fan, you're there through the good, through the bad. And right now, we're sitting in the bad right now. There's another one, too, of players who need to go. So many players need to go. And even players who are oh my goodness, heaven, plays the pass right in front of Watkins, and then for some reason, he didn't go through on goal. Heaven literally just played him through on a breakaway, and Watkins just passed it wide. Yeah, George says Rashford can't play against his parent club unless permission is given. Wait, you can give... I knew the whole parent club thing, but you can actually give permission and then they could actually play. I mean, I don't know why a club would do that, but I didn't know that was actually a thing. You could give permission. This is the worst. How can we lose to Spurs 4 times? The only one that matters, we still lost. Yeah, that final... That's going to be a quick one to forget, man. Bruno Fernandes playing it out wide to Mizraoui. And you know what? We're probably going to have a great performance this game because so far we were actually playing beautiful football. Here's Ahmed. Look at this football. Where was this football on Wednesday? Another shot there for Bruno, straight in the hands of the keeper. And the man Aaron Gomes coming in here showing some love to start the game off with the super chat, man. Boys, already got the likes. Drop the love hearts. The W's for the man Aaron. The straight up walk-in W, bringing the vibes early for the stream. And why? I'm actually kind of angry that we're playing this well in the opening 6 minutes. Where the fuck was this on Wednesday? And I really hope... How much longer is Casemiro's contract actually for? Because if we're playing next season and he's actually the starting center midfielder with Bruno, we're going to get fucked. And the fact that we're still playing this midfield partnership of Casemiro and Bruno, even this game, I know it's the last game of the season, but still, where is Mainu? You're still going to bench Mainu. Unless he's like you're just trying to protect him coming back from injury, okay, then yeah, I understand. But if he's not even, like, you're not even selecting him in a game that means nothing, you're just keeping him on the bench? What the fuck is that about? Come on, Bruno. Can you get it under control? No, McGinn trying to pull away from him. There's a free kick there. Unlucky. United fan, I'm doing pretty good, man. I can't complain. I'm doing pretty good. I've been playing a lot of footy lately. You know, I'm gonna start doing some streams of me just like training footy, playing with my brothers and stuff like that. I think it'd be fun. You guys can see how I play footy, if I'm good or bad or not, if I'm just all talk. You can see my 1-star weak foot. Perez says, I remember when Man U was Barca and Madrid levels. Oh, this is lovely from Mount. Cross can't get in the box, though. Palace up 1-0. W's. Boys, also, Sunderland back in the Prem. I know United fans kind of don't like Sunderland fans because of the whole City winning the league for the first time thing, and then Sunderland fans celebrating and trolling us when we found out we were lost the league. I know there's that whole thing, but I'm not going to lie, I kind of like Sunderland. Like, I'm happy that they're back in the Prem. Is that criminal to say as me a United fan? I don't know. I mean, like, you know, obviously, you don't want to hear the whole trolling thing, but, like, what do you expect, like, from a team at the bottom of the league, seeing the team that's been dominating the league for so many years slipping up or losing it at the last second? Keen, what's going on, man? Literally, bro, this is the best United we've seen all season. They decided to leave it to the last game. That means nothing. And I like what? So if we win this game, are we in 14th place? Oof. I like Sunderland. Yeah, dude, the Newcastle-Sunderland games we're going to have again are going to be, I mean, Newcastle have grown quite a bit as a club since Sunderland were last in the league. But hopefully there'll be some good derbies there. But you know what's funny, though? Even Newcastle fans would get so mad. Even when Sunderland got relegated, they were still beating Newcastle in that season. Israeli ball over the top to Dorgu. Drops it down to Mason Mount. Shot, I think, was blocked by Hoyland. I really hope it wasn't. Mount is finding shots on goal, man. This is one of the best Mount performances we've ever seen. It's only 10 minutes in. Watch the playoff final, wanting Sunderland to win. Dude, how nice was that goal, though, to win the game? Just passed into the corner. Yeah, I was happy Sheffield didn't come back up because, like, unless it's Wednesday, I don't want to see, like, United's kind of shit. Counter debate, what's going on, man? I hear that your Palace boys up 1-0. Also, guys, keep me updated for the rest of the scores around. So I think for Villa to get in the Champions League spots, correct, I think they need Chelsea to lose and Newcastle to lose, if I'm not mistaken. Brighton with another good signing. That's the kid from Sunderland. Yeah, Brighton actually got a lot of good players. I said this earlier. Rasmus? Ahmed? Oh my god, dude. Why can't we score? Why are we playing so well? Mount's having a fucking great game so far. Counter debate said Mitchell scored, but George saying it was Sarr. Boys, big up everybody who's up in the stream right now, and just everybody who's been up in the streams for literally the whole season. We're at the final day here. If you haven't already, hit the like button on the stream, hit the subscribe button so you know when your boy goes live or posts a video. What I was saying earlier too about just players that have been decent for us this year, but still we're gonna need to get rid of. As much as I hate to say it, Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire. Okay, yes, he's physical. He can win balls in the air. He can do all that, yeah. And you know what? We might need him for next season. So I imagine he's going to stay. But just for the long term, he is not the type of center back that Ruben needs for this system. Because the central center back needs to be a proper ball-playing center back. And he is one of the shittiest passers of the football I've ever seen. Even in the game against Spurs. How many times did he hit a long ball and he hit it to the corner or tried to play it wide for Dorgu, and Dorgu's got to jump fucking 5 yards and kung fu kick the ball to keep it in? And he also can't dribble either. So he's not really that good at dribbling the ball forward. Playing well, but Højlund's still shit. Yeah, and I don't know what we're going to do for a striker scenario next year. I'm actually very happy with Cunha. If I had to choose, I know the Gyökeres thing is, oh man, chance here. Watkins, Maguire coming to close him down. Dorgu there as well. Top of the box is Morgan Rogers. Pops out to McGinn, laid off. Maatsen back out wide to McGinn. Cross does come in. Dorgu trying to head it away. Here's Mason Mount. Can he get it under control? Dribbles into Onana. I would love Onana United. Just reads his Twitch chat, bro. Number one, it's YouTube chat. And there ain't nothing for me to read here. Oh, never mind. Oh, I apologize, bro. You were chatting. It just got blocked off by other people joining the stream. That's my bad. I was hoping you guys would get 17th place, but Spurs not beating Arsenal. Just for the troll. Bro wanted me to read his troll comments. All Maguire good at is sticking his big slab on it. Exactly. But, we're going to need to sell a lot of players. We're going to need to create some cash. We're probably going to have to end up selling Garnacho and Manu. If we're not even planning on using Manu, you might as well just sell him, honestly. We're going to have to trust the youth next season. That's going to be a big one. And I actually like our youth players a lot. How about McTominay getting the MVP of the fucking Serie A? It's absolutely crazy. I was one of the few that said to keep McTominay and that he was the GOAT. No one saw it. Everybody wanted to slander the guy. Blame him for everything. Easy scapegoat. Scott McTominay. Just blame the Scottish guy. Woof. Ball almost found Maguire at the back post. Spurs up 1-0, and we are officially in 17th. Maatsen long diagonal. Asensio's only on loan at Villa, right? Lakio, what's going on, man? He says, hello, bro. Madrid fan here. Love your reactions, dude. Appreciate you, bro. Good seeing you up in the stream, bro. Solanke just scored. Must be bad if you miss McFred. I mean, I'm not Fred. I'm not too sure about, but honestly, I would prefer McFred to the midfield that we've been normally playing this season. Like, imagine if we had like a McTominay. Who would be nice to partner McTominay? You know who would actually would like? We just need, and we've been in for him for so long, and then he just never comes because it's just all bullshit. Frankie De Jong, literally the perfect type of player. In every system that we've been trying to bring him into, he could have fit in. Especially this Ruben one. But I don't think that's... I think that ship has sailed. Sensio was alone. Oh, and here we go. Another injury to the list. Managerial down. Dallo getting ready to come up. Anthony, what's going on, man? The thing is, I would do to see De Jong in a United kit, man. I know. I feel like when Ten Hag first came in, like there was an actual possibility where that could have been a thing, especially when Barcelona would like had to get rid of some players. But now it's highly unlikely. Brentford up 1-0 against Wolves. I'd like to see us sign more Premier League proven players. That's why I'm happy to see us go after guys like Cunha. I think Cunha will be literally perfect for us. Even though I do have a question mark about Brazilians. Brentford in the Conference League as it stands, depending on the Chelsea stuff. Here we go. Dallo coming on now. And I wonder if... I like Dallo. He's just very inconsistent. And I know there's been talks about replacing him. Even if we don't replace him, I'd still say we need another right back on top of him. I know we have Mizraoui as well, but in terms of what our defense looks like, I prefer Mizraoui, honestly, to play as a center back just because he's better with his feet than majority of the center backs we have, unless we're going to sign a new center back. Dallo's biggest thing for me is his crossing is kind of shit. If he could figure that out... Oh, this is dangerous. Can Aiden Heaven get back here? He can. Oh my goodness. That's world-class defending from the kid. He's a... Offside flag goes up anyway. Yeah, I agree. I think more Prem-proven players, especially midfielders, would be very good for us. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like... In terms of, like, central midfielders. Premier League proven. Who would you try to bring in? Honestly, I've... Like I said earlier... I love Onana. We got the wrong Onana. I want the Villa Onana, not the shit Onana that we have. Dallo always blasts his crosses way too far, way too high. I know. Like, if he can figure out what he does in the final third, then he'd be a great right back. Like, he works hard. But you know, that shit's not enough. We got too many guys who, like, get away with just working hard, and Højlund's also one of them. It's like, I don't give a shit how hard he works or how much grass he covers when he's running off the ball. The guy doesn't do anything when he has the ball. All right? Like, if you just want somebody to chase somebody down like a dog, you might as well just fucking pull somebody in off the street. Like, you might as well literally sign Air Bud and put him up front. That's the same thing as Højlund. I said a while back before, I wish we got Tillemans on a free. How old is he even now? I've always liked him. He's a really solid player. That's always United's problem, though. Whenever we should be 4-0 up, we never score. Yeah, these are... And then we're just going to concede a scrappy goal out of nowhere. And then the heads are going to drop, and it's just going to go... completely downhill. Like, we need guys that can literally kill games. Did Gundogan just scored? So wait, what does it mean for City? Is there a universe where they don't get Champions League football? What would need to happen? Palace are 10th as it stands. What's the Palace's highest league finish? See, what I was saying before during the FA Cup, if I was Palace, I would rather prioritize the Europa League for next season and try to win the Europa League so they could be in the Champions League than worry about the actual Prem. Here's a question for the Palace fans. Would you rather Palace get relegated next season, but you win the Europa League and you're in the Champions League? Oh. Or would you rather just not get knocked out of the Europa League and finish 10th for the fucking millionth year in a row? Cole, what's going on, man? Happy to see Sunderland back in the Prem. 6 points for everyone, though, except Man United. Yeah, I'd like to see them be able to stay up, but, like, I mean, unless they're actually going to bring in some signings, I really don't see how that's possible. I think Ugarte should start alongside a new number 6 or Manu alongside a new 6. Yeah, I mean, at least one of them. Like, I prefer Manu to Ugarte, but I think maybe defensively Ugarte is a little bit better. Rather win Europa League and go down. How funny. I mean, that literally almost happened to United. Get relegated and then play in the Champions League. Highest league finish was 3rd back in the 90s with Ian Wright. Like, 90s pre-Prem, or was this, like, when the Prem started? Talking early 90s, super early 90s, or late 90s? Pre-Prem? Like a year before? Ooh, now I'm getting clipped there. Ahmed puts his hands up. Easy free kick call. Good evening. Do you think Arsenal would have won something by now if they would have kept Unai Emery in charge? Speaking of righty, he's over the moon at the moment. Our Arsenal ladies just won the Women's Champions League against Barcelona. Did they actually? Seemed like no coverage on that. Do you think we will get a new number 9 in the summer, and who do you think it will be? I mean, before the Europa League final, there was a lot of talks about Gyökeres coming in. Now that obviously we're not going to be able to offer Champions League football for next season, I think there still is a possibility we could get him from what I've been hearing. But, like, unless Ruben can pull some strings, I really don't see why he would want to come to United other than the fact that he's played with Ruben before. Other than him, obviously there's lots of talks about Liam Delap. I'm pretty sure Chelsea and Newcastle are also interested in him. If you're Liam Delap, where would you want to go? Like, obviously, you know, Newcastle and Chelsea in better positions as a club than United. But in terms of where he's going to get the most opportunity, I feel like United would be the best option for him. Pro said I'd rather win the local under 9s league than watch women's UCL. Leicester up 1-0 against Bournemouth. Where do you think Jamie Vardy's going to end up? I see him at Leeds. Mount cut back to Dorgu. Plays it back to Bruno. Ball comes into the box. Ooh, Martinez comes out, punches heaven. He's still down. Maguire aids. Bit of aids. Top of the box is Dallo, and it's off the post. What do we have to do to score? It's still alive. Here's heaven. And we still can't put it in. Oh my goodness. What do we have to do? Please tell me he's not injured. Should have 6 goals from that one chance, dude, for real. Jimmer up in here dropping the 3 roses, man. Appreciate you, bro. Dude, why does Maguire have the most AIDS 5-star skill moves I've ever seen? So unlucky there from Dallo. Crimson King, what's going on? Hey, Troy, would you keep Casemiro or not? I mean, I would say no. I would like to get rid of him. Free up some wages, and honestly, we could just get better. He's too slow to play midfield in the Prem. Hey man, what's your thoughts on Garnacho news? I think we're gonna end up regretting it, but at the same time, I think it's the right move if we can get some decent money for him. Because I think if he just stays at United, we're just gonna ruin his career. Easily see that. It'd be better if we could at least just get some money for him and then maybe bring in, because I actually like a lot of the youth we have in this team, but it's just our experienced players are shit. We need better experienced players in the team. Because, who are our experienced players? Bruno, Casemiro, Maguire. That's literally it. Maybe you throw Dallo in there, too. Bruno, good player. Casemiro, crap. Maguire, crap. Yes, they'll have the good odd game overall, but, in terms of, the bigger picture, not good enough. The only one I'm saying is good enough is Bruno. And then you got guys like Shaw and those type of guys. All our experienced players are literally our worst players. Lindelof, Shaw, Maguire, Casemiro, Eriksson, all these type of guys. No, dude, I did. See, I didn't forget Eriksson. And even it's probably definitely too late now. One of the biggest things, United should have had Harry Kane 10 fucking years ago. Need more experienced players or even more Prem-proven players, especially if we want to compete for top 6 at least. Oh my goodness, Dallo drops down to Ahmed. Bruno with a little dink over the top. Why are you not shooting that, Dallo? What a ball over the top from Bruno. This is the Bruno I know and love. Why did he not just take that on himself? He's trying to give Rasmus a gift. I think he is just onside here. It's a lovely ball. And he plays it behind Rasmus. What is that? Yeah, dude, I don't know why he's trying to square that. That needs a freaking left foot roll it right in the bottom left corner. It's an easy goal. This is probably one of the worst Villa performances I've ever seen, and we still can't capitalize on it. I'm going to loft it to the back post. Maguire going to try and keep this alive. And here's Casemiro. Can we get a goal? It ricochets back to him. We are literally getting the most AIDS bounces, and we still can't score. Do you think Onana's actually going to leave? Like, why do you think he's been left out of the squad? I know there's been some talk apparently, too, about us going in for Emi Martinez there, which I would obviously prefer him over Onana, but I'm not trying to spend a disgusting amount on a goalkeeper. I think says I pray Onana leaves. Yeah, like we really can't. We need some consistency in this team, and we can't have the most inconsistent goalkeeper in all of football if we're going to do that. Garcia or Costa would be nice. I think I heard Costa. Is it City that he's supposed to be going to? Well, look at this. Casemiro finding some space. Can he find Højlund? No, he can't. The ball does come back to him, though. Mason Mount, little finesse shot right in the hands of the keeper. We still can't score. David, a.k.a. United fan, what's going on, brother? Came in here, just dropped some money guns. 2 money guns, bro. Appreciate you, man. David, you absolute legend. Hope you've been doing well, bro. Always good to see you. We're trying to hand Martinez the save record in a single game. Yeah, like, can we pick the corners? Literally the easiest saves he's ever going to have to make in his entire career. All right at him. I really hope this is the last game that we have to watch Rasmus. There's quite a few players I hope this is the last game that we ever watch them play for United. And I'd be almost certain, or I would be really shocked if Lindelof wasn't one of them. If Lindelof is still here next season, I'm actually going to be sick. Same with Johnny Evans. Like, clear all the deadwood. Even, like, motherfuckers like Heaton. Get these guys out of here. I'm just sick of seeing their faces. They're just bringing bad luck to the club. Going very well, bro. How are you? I'm doing good, bro, man. I mean, like, United's playing well, which is nice to see. It's just a bit annoying that we're doing it in some shit that doesn't even matter. We're deciding to have one of our better performances in the season. And even then, watch us just concede some bullshit goal out of nowhere. Watch it happen right here. Oh! Dangerous cross from Matty Cash. Well, Nana was there, just slightly over him. Lakiu says, do you trust Amorim for next season? I do. Do I trust the board? No. But I think I hope Amorim at least puts us back in the top 6 would be nice. Last game for Bruno? Nah, bro. It literally came out today. Bruno's staying. They want Bruno to stay. And I think Bruno said himself that he's going to stay. I'll probably end up making a separate video with all my thoughts on that. But I'm still actually not entirely sure how I feel about it. Because I love Bruno, but I obviously, like, no player is bigger than the club itself. So my love for Bruno will never overtake my love for the club. And if it's actually better for the club to sell Bruno, then I would accept Bruno leaving. But I actually don't know how I feel because I see it from both sides. And I just like the one player that we actually have that's good and that can help us. It worries me to sell him to try and replace him when majority of the signings we make are shit. So to get rid of the one good thing that we have in this team and risk trying to replace him with the shitty fucking board that we have, or scouts or whoever the fuck is in charge of bringing in these overrated players on disgusting money, I don't trust them. And I genuinely still think whoever scouted Højlund needs to be put behind bars. I'm doing what some managers couldn't do and set a standard and get rid of all the bums. See, that's the one thing. Like, people say that Ruben hasn't done anything or whatever, but I say that's the biggest thing is clearing out the squad. This is the best thing that he's done all season. Finding a proper style of play, sticking to it, and getting rid of all the cancers in the team. He doesn't put up with any bullshit. That's what I said from the very beginning. In Ruben's first season with Sporting, he got rid of 25 players, rather through selling them or loaning them out. 25. And that's what we need to happen here. And he's already done it, man. Like, I mean, we got Anthony, Rashford, all these guys on the way out. Garnacho now. But we're gonna need our young guys to step up next season, honestly. Like, I even like guys like the Toby Collier, like, we need a big season, a breakthrough season from him, really. And I remember at the start of this season, he had some good games. I don't even remember. Obviously, I'm assuming he got injured. I don't even remember what his injury was. I heard Cunha doesn't want to come now. Cunha wants to come. He likes Ruben, and United's a bigger club than Wolves. Even if United are shit, they're still better than Wolves. Ahmed, what's going on, bro? I'm doing good unless McGinn scores here, then I'm not doing good. Cuts back onto his right foot. Shots blocked by Ahmed. Give him money in a proper window, and I trust him fully. Yeah, dude, you know what else is another thing that pisses me off? Hearing the shit about how we don't have any money. For these billionaire owners and all this shit, I'm not even joking. I don't know what I'm not an accountant or anything like that, but I'm convinced these motherfuckers are lying. They're fucking lying. I know we've wasted a shit ton of money, but money, high key, isn't even real for people that have as much money like that. You're telling me that you're not able, like, if we actually have no other choice and we need to bring in £100 million fucking player or a key signing, or the whole season's ruined, you're telling me you can't find that money anywhere? Like, I don't care if you have to look in between the fucking cushions. We literally don't have a choice but to sign players, because we don't even have a squad anymore. Especially if we're going to get rid of all these players that we already have out on loan. Would you rather sell Ahmed or Bruno? Fuck, dude. I'd say Bruno just because he's older. Man U owners should have money. Chompus, what's going on, bro? Yeah, dude, that's another thing. Why are our owners broke? How are you an owner of a football club and broke? I don't understand that. Yeah, Matas has fired the whole training staff and the medical staff. I mean, the medical staff definitely needs to be fired with all these injuries we get every season. I mean, if you look at Sporting, when he took over the summer, he sold like 7 players and brought in people. Dude, he literally sold, as I said, he either sold or loaned out 25 players in that first season, and then brought through all the young guys that are literally world-class players got now, like your Nuno Mendes, Pedro Goncalves, like guys like that. Inacio. Arsenal up 1-0 against Southampton. I wish we signed Nuno Mendes in January, and even Kenda would have been nice too. Yeah, honestly, literally perfect guys that Ruben knows and that fit the system. Nuno Mendes is... I like Kenda as well, but Nuno Mendes is unreal player. I know when we were linked with him in January, I was a little bit worried about the idea of signing him because I know he does... I believe he struggles with a hamstring injury. But just like when he's fit and ready to play, he's class. Maguire stopping the run there, playing a ball out for a corner. We got about a couple minutes left before halftime here. The general play has been good from United. I'd say we've been the better team. But just, it's the same story. No end product. Ball in, punched away by Inder. Ahmed going to chase this down. Oof. Problem isn't that enough players haven't left. Problem is none of quality is coming in. I'd say that both of those things are the problem. You know who we need to sign? If I could have anybody that's like semi-realistic, give me 3 players. Inacio, Osimhen, Zambo. We win the league. We get those 3 guys, we win the league next year. Especially Zambo. We actually might, like literally only Zambo, we could win the league. Luniverse, what's going on? I wouldn't mind United losing Bruno, honestly, but who would be his replacement? That's what I'm saying. Like, who do you actually bring in to replace Bruno? That would actually want to come as well. It's like, yeah, okay, you're going to get a bunch of money for getting Bruno, but then who are you going to attract as a player? Are you going to, like, split that money up and buy, like, a couple players, or are you going to buy one player with that whole amount? But is that one player even going to be any good or worth it? Because we can't even offer them Champions League football, and usually players of that quality want Champions League football. They're either going to want Champions League football or a shit ton of wages. If Højlund doesn't score this, he's never playing again. That's a red card. There's no way that's not a red card. No way that's not a red card. Yeah, goodbye. Go take a walk. If we don't win this game here, then it's just disgraceful. Crashes straight through to Højlund. I swear a Villa player just literally passed it to him on a breakaway. Suspensions carry over to the next season, right? So Martinez won't be able to play at the beginning of next season for Villa, right? He's done well to get there first. Rasmus brings it around him. Martinez doesn't have any other choice but to crash right into him. Villa are going down to 10 men here right at the end of the first half. What is Matty Cash doing? That's actually really well done from Mason Mount to put the pressure on him there to mess that pass up. Dude, easy red. Martinez lost his mind. Bye, Emmy. Zambo is so good at Napoli, he would fit nice into the 2 midfield setup. Zambo is a G. He's my career mode GOAT and my ultimate team GOAT. I'm actually happy that Martinez crashed into him there because I still don't think he would have scored. What is the more important decision to make? The funds from selling Bruno or keeping him and just try to get a better striker? See, I need to actually think about it more. I'm gonna come out with a separate video with my thoughts on the whole situation. I'm gonna have a lot of videos over the summer with all like the transfer news, players leaving, Garnacho shit, like all that stuff. I'm actually not sure. Vote on the poll, guys, if you haven't already. 63% of people want to keep Bruno. Like, I'd need to see like the actual players that we could bring in to replace him. But not only like, yes, you're getting the money, but you're also losing your captain. Like, if Bruno was to leave, who would become captain? Maguire again? Fuck that. Nobody else is. Who would be the captain? Genuine question. Who would be the captain if Bruno wasn't there? It would probably be Maguire, but it shouldn't. Commentators have basically said it's not a goal-scoring opportunity because Hoyland is shit. Sensio gets taken off here. Here we go. Can we beat a 10-men Villa side? Poll makes me want to cry. We need Bruno. He is our hero. Yeah, dude, I really, like, I just can't imagine, and I really hope it doesn't, because I would appreciate this game more if I actually knew that this would be the last time I'd watch Bruno in a United jersey. Jacob, what's going on, man? Yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure that ball literally just hit my window. What will I stream in the off season? I'm gonna be having more like actual videos. That's gonna be my main focus. But in terms of streams, not gonna lie, I've been getting a little bit of a career mode itch. So could bring back a career mode through the summer, but also just other random games. Main game I've been playing lately that I just play off stream is Marvel Rivals. So at some point you will see me playing that. David says, of course, he'll keep Bruno. Yeah, something doesn't seem right, like, about selling Bruno. And the referee really just blew for half when Mount had an opportunity to get in behind there. That's crazy. Crystal Palace career mode? I'm not against that. I prefer to do career mode unless it's like if it's a Premier League team. I don't think I've ever done a Premier League career mode. Or sorry, a career mode with a Premier League team that's actually in the Premier League. I usually just do championship teams or lower. Just started a Man United rebuild and I'm clearing the entire squad. Honestly, I'm not against doing that. But I've been seeing some guys playing, like, I've been seeing some career mode content, and I've been getting a little bit of a career mode itch. West Brom career or time for a new team? See, I wouldn't even be, like, what's the lowest English league that's on FIFA? Is it League 2? Because I wouldn't mind taking a team from, like, the lowest of the English leagues in FIFA and bringing them up. Who's in net for Villa now? I think his name was Olsen. Who do I main on Rivals? I am a Strange main. And they're giving him a buff in this next update, so happy for that. I usually run Strange. My main Strange is my best. I like using Invis, Cloak, Rocket, Human Torch, the Thing, and like Punisher. Those are the only real characters I use. Why don't you update the leagues and use Sunderland in the Prem? That might not be a bad idea. Can you do that? Like, do I have to like? How would I do that though? How do you like? Do I just have to like manually put Sunderland in the Prem, or is there like an update where it's just in there already? Conister, yeah, dude. I don't know what like. I've seen goalkeepers do that many a times in my life, and I'm just like, I would rather concede a goal than have my goalkeeper sent off like that. You know what I mean? Like, is that not... Because, like, especially if it's really early in the game. Like, this was at halftime, so, like, still early, but not as criminally early. I was watching my buddy play... one of my friends is playing in a cup game here, and his goalie came out literally in the first 5 minutes of the game and just took out the striker for literally no reason. The striker probably still could have missed the opportunity, and he got sent off in the first 5 minutes, and the whole game was ruined. I would literally rather concede a goal. Especially when it's Hoyland. Yeah, dude, exactly. Wrexham career mode, maybe? That might not be a bad idea. Do I watch NBA? I do watch NBA. Who do I want to win right now that's left? It'd be cool if the Knicks won. I low-key kind of think the Pacers are going to do something. I think OKC probably the favorites, but they just like... OKC are kind of like Spurs, you know what I mean? But then again, this was Spurs year, so maybe it's OKC's year. Whenever you go to start a career mode, there's a button you can press to swap what leagues teams are in. So you can go to Leicester, swap them for Sunderland. All right, yeah, I like that. Leo, what's going on, man? He says, hey, casual fan. I be seeing last game, Manchester United. Yes, very last time I peek you on stream. Watching touching games sad, but maybe not all is lost. Maybe I can... What? Somebody get Google Translate. Why not sell all United first team and start United in League 2? A start again career mode. I actually like that as well. That's a unique idea. League 2 is too low. League 2 is too low. Start in League. Oh my goodness, hold on. Too low. Start in League 1 with Luton. What do you mean? Why is it too low though? Get Ahmed back at Sunderland. We gotta have Jude and Joe both at Sunderland. Hull City wants to watch in the championship next year. What other score lines do we got around here? Chelsea still 0-0 with Forest. Newcastle still 0-0. Yeah, like why did Martinez do that? Villa are like they're screwed. They're not getting Champions League football. Because even if Chelsea and Newcastle were to draw, they're still not going to make it. And so wait, if Villa, Chelsea, and Newcastle won, but City lost, then City wouldn't get Champions League, but they're already up 1-0. Would I take Mbumo at United? I would. You know who else I'd take at United? Fucking Minte from Brighton. And I didn't actually know this till the other day, but Pedro Porro, I didn't know that Pedro Porro was at Sporting originally and literally played under Ruben. Okay, you can sell everybody but keep Bruno. Just have a one. Let's just literally just have Bruno. Or maybe a team full of Brunos. My unpopular opinion on United is that maybe the fans need to shift their perspective. United are no longer what they were. They may never get back to their best, and that's okay. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's what we like to call a loser's mentality, and it's called accepting mediocrity, and that will never happen. I will never accept that. Sherwin saying United has to fire Amorim. He says Amorim stinks. There's no way around it. Chelsea would have fired him. Well, simply put, you don't know what you're talking about. But it's okay. Chelsea would have had 3 coaches in a season like this. I mean, okay, but like Chelsea's shit too. Chelsea's not really that much better than we are. Like over their Conference League, sweet. At the moment Aston Villa get Europa League, yeah, dude, they literally screwed themselves with that red card. Chelsea will lose to Betis on my mom. Dude, Anthony's getting a hat trick in that game. Victor says, yo, I'm a United fan. I bet 100 that we lose. Probably a safe bet, even with the 10 men. I can actually really see this 0-0. A team cannot be afraid to fire a manager. I mean, we're not. We literally just sacked Ten Hag at the beginning of the season. Sacking another manager now is just pure stupidity. Like, that's that, like, see, like, people don't understand the concept of like improving and like getting better. Like people just want like results like right away and think this is some type of like fairy tale or it's like career mode or something like that. You know what I mean? Like anybody that says that Ruben should be sacked, like that's like saying You bring in a new manager, they lose the first game, and you're just like, oh, they can't be afraid to sack their manager. He's got to go. They got to fire him. He lost the game. Amorim got rid of 17 players for Sporting in his first season. Remember, they won the league. Exactly. Let the man work. Like, what do you want him to do? We were already not going to get Champions League football. Ten Hag literally fucked the season from the very beginning. What genuinely did you want him to do? There is no manager that would have been able to get us Champions League football, unless it was through the Europa League, and even then. The fact that we even got to the final is a miracle in itself. Bayern, Real, Barca would never allow this. Yeah, bro, but you're talking about two completely different leagues where those two teams have dominated since the start of the leagues. You're literally comparing apples with oranges. Sacked Ten Hag at 13th, Ruben now 17th, but we're a team that was already 13th is already shit and was already on the decline. That was already set up for that manager. So that manager that you had before he had his team and was in 13th. Now we have a new manager coming in with a completely different style of player who doesn't like majority of the players in his team, and he's trying to make it work. You got to give him another season. Like, people are just literally trying to scapegoat Ruben. Why is it Ruben's fault? Somebody tell me why it's Ruben's fault. And you're going to say, oh, because he wants to play his formation or whatever. If we played a fucking 4-4-2 or whatever the hell you want to see, you really think that anything would be different? Like, come on, man. Like, you guys are just trying to point fingers and fucking blame people. Kobe Mainu, let's go. He's going to get a full half here. Even him, he just looks sick of this shit. Ruben won at Sporting, but that's a Farmers League. United not buying 10-plus players. See, I do agree with you on the fact that it is a Farmers League and it's different. But Sporting didn't buy 10 players either. They brought through the youth. And that's what he's going to need to do here. Hey, Dolph, what's going on, man? Kobe Manu better not leave this summer either. See, I don't want him to leave, but I kind of think he's going to. And honestly, for just like... I don't know, man. Like, if he doesn't fit the system, he doesn't fit the system. Dallo got subbed off? He might be another one that needs to be sold. Rather keep Manu over Garnacho any day, though, and Manu has a way higher ceiling. Yeah, I agree there. Amorim destroying me. So for all these guys that are Amorim out, here's a question for you that you're not even going to be able to answer. So if United was to sack Amorim, Who should be the manager then? And look at this. Who should be the manager, and do you actually think that it would be any different? Because I'll tell you right now for free, if Pep Guardiola came in at the same time Ruben would be at, it'd be the same shit. The Bournemouth coach? See, you're going to tell me the Bournemouth coach, but you're not going to be able to tell me why or any like reasons in terms of style of play or anything like that. You can't even tell me the guy's actual name. So how are you going to tell me how he is as a manager if you don't even know his actual name? Bruno, that is shite. Bring back Jose and give him the cash. David says, I'm not hammering him out. I back hammering him. Because David's a proper United fan. Yeah, dude, it literally, whether it's Amorim, whoever it is, it has nothing to do, like, with the coach, really. It's how the shitty team is run. Right? A great coach will look like a fucking fool in a club that is run poorly. Prime example, look at fucking Conte with Napoli. Guys won the Serie A with 3 different teams in Italy. Goes to Spurs, looks like a fucking melon. Was able to win the Prem at Chelsea, but not Spurs. Why? Shitty ran club. Just like United. United back up to 16th. Brighton equalized. Oh, man. Dude, Chronic actually might be onto something there. United literally, the best version of United we've seen in recent history was when COVID was going on and there were no fans in the stadium. But like, that is actually a real part of it. It's not necessarily the fans, I don't think. I think it's the pressure. Because I don't like in terms of, like, there are some United fans that are dickheads and like are negative towards the players, like match-going fans. But compare it, like every club has that. I'd say compared to majority of the fan bases, the match-going fans tend to get behind the players more than other clubs. But it's just the pressure from the fans and the pressure of the fans just wanting to see us win all the time and them just knowing that they can't provide that, that's the pressure that gets to them. Oh my goodness! Rasmus on the last goal of the season. And of course he's offside. Oh, it was too good to be true. It's going to be checked by VAR, though. Yeah, he's offside. "2021 United was a dream to watch, man." Yeah, dude, fucking... It was literally just straight vibes, and it worked. We all blaming Ruben, but what about Keane? Yeah, dude, it actually really is his fault. Hired Keane is actually Højlund's finishing coach. Southampton have tied it up against Arsenal. Bruno? Oh! That would have been spectacular. I thought that was going right in the top corner. Oof. Do I want the dude from Wolves, Cunha? I do. I think he'll bring a lot to the team that we're desperately dying out for. He can actually beat a man. And very few players on our team can do that. I'd literally say only Ahmad can do that. Garnacho can maybe do it 1 out of every, 20 attempts. He can beat a man. He can score from distance. He doesn't, just pass the ball straight to the other team. That's the biggest thing. I'm tired of seeing that. The really thing that I want to see from the players that we bring in are guys that actually have football IQ. That guys that can play out of tight spaces. That's what we need. Cunha can do that. We also need center backs and wing backs that can play out of tight spaces and can play out of the back. And right now we don't really have any. I'd say Heaven could do it. Heaven, Euro, Delict, I trust. And Maz. Everybody else I do not trust. You want to see Cheeto get some minutes today? Yeah, it'd be nice to see him actually get a goal. Chelsea scored, Villa screwed. Gennaro, what's going on, man? Congratulations on that Napoli win. You're welcome for your best player, McTominay. Yeah, dude, are we going to have some drama, any drama on the final day? Do you think we should sell Licha? I actually try. He's another one. I always forget about him. Because he hasn't been in the team for a while, but... I like him in terms of someone who's good at playing the ball out of the back. There's been some times in his United career where he's been caught out, but for the most part, I do like him as, in terms of him playing out of the back. I don't like him because he's short, and I just don't like there being an option or a possibility. Oh, Mount couldn't get that under control. I don't like having just like that. It's always an option where he can get dunked on off a cross. You know what I mean? Casemiro, please? Off the post! Oh my goodness! We can't score. Did that even hit the post? It looked like it just hit the outside of the post. Thank you for him. What a bicycle. Yeah, dude. McTominay is... I knew he was good at his United, but he's definitely gone to a different level moving to Napoli. I'm happy to see that for him. Yeah, dude, we just can't get this goal, man. We're literally playing against a 10-man Villa. Still can't get the goal. Xavi Alonso joined United. He should go Man U and build a team, or Amorim should come on to Chelsea. Pretty sure Xavi Alonso's going to Real Madrid, no? And Ten Hag going to Leverkusen. Maybe he can bring Anthony over there. So, Cavra gets a league medal as well, right? Ooh, not a good ball from Dorgu. Mount's kind of fallen off a little bit the second half. He was actually really good in the first. It's crazy that I like Ahmed more at right wing back than attacking mid. Dude, I thought he should have played right wing back against Spurs. I would have played Ahmed right wing back, put Mizraoui center back, told Shaw to fuck off, and then play Bruno as the attacking mid, and then you bring in either Manu or Ugarte. that's a better ball from Dorgo. Here's Højlund. It's actually a good ball across the 6-yard box from Højlund. It's just no one's there. That's a oh, that's very well done from Manu. Højlund? You clown! Oh my goodness, Rasmus. Yeah, Pro says he's got clown shoes on. Can't control the ball to save his life. Is this a different Anthony? I think it is. United are in for a fire sale this summer. We'll see a much different team in early September. I mean, you'd hope so. It's definitely going to be a busy summer, at least with people leaving. I don't know in terms of people we're going to bring in, but you'd imagine if we're selling players, we're going to have to bring players in. Because even right now, as it stands, with the current players squad we have, we really don't even have a proper squad. We don't have any depth. It's always the same players we have to rely on. Like the fact that we've even gotten this far, and honestly, it may have even been better for the team if Rasmus just got injured, but at least, he's been available and he's been, fit enough to play for us. Because imagine if we just had nobody. Hoping that Xerxes has a big season next season. Go on, Rasmus. Go on, Rasmus. Please. He has to find a shot, and it's just not good, bro. Like, he's just not good. It's just as simple as that. He can't set himself up well for shots. He can't beat anybody. He can't do anything. He doesn't really have that much pace on him. Like he's kind of fast, but not really fast enough where he can run by somebody. It's just like, why is he there? Imagine if that was Gilchrist. I'm not going to lie. I said it earlier. I hope we don't get Gilchrist. I'm going to be honest. I just have a feeling he's going to flop. Like, if I genuinely, if I had the option to choose between Cunha or Gilchrist, I'd rather have Cunha. Our water boy would play better at striker than Højlund 100%. Dude, fucking Fred the Red could do a better job. A 3-5-2, Anonymous, Raui, Maguire, Yoro, Dorgo, Casemiro, Ederson. Oh, from Atlanta. DM Ait Nori. Ait Nori a DM? Xerxes and Gilchrist? I think we should. I actually would prefer Osimhen. Stay away from the Atalanta market. Learn from the Højlund deal. Yeah, but we got Ahmed from Atlanta too. Casemiro? Oh, God! Get over the ball, man! Are you serious? That has to be a goal. Fell nicely for him, too. You got to get over that, man. Sky looks so nice right now. Curious what Ruben's going to say after this game to the fans. I mean, probably something along the lines of, it's been a shit season, and that they're going to improve in the next season. That's all you really can say.
Much as I hate to admit it, though, for that Europa League final, I feel like if Ten Hag, I would still rather have Ruben in terms of just like the longevity, but just for that one game, I feel like Ten Hag would have won that final. Justin, what's going on, man? As crazy as it sounds, I think the realization could help us long term.
Or no, so you said relation? Wait, what?
Or relegation, is that what you're trying to say? Yeah. I think we turn into Blackburn if that happens. Do I think the season would have been better with Lisandro Martinez? I mean, he definitely would have helped. Has Heaven just got injured again? Elliot says, I know you know Ball Troy. When you mentioned Sheffield Wednesday rather than Sheffield United, going to Sheffield Wednesday was always a tough game for United. Shame they haven't been back in the Prem for so long. Yeah, dude, I'd love to see them back in the Prem. I like I love their jersey, their badge. It'd be cool to see them in the Prem. Spurs losing 2-1 now, W's. Yeah, I just, even if it's not that bad of an injury, I'd just take Heaven off, man. Like, just save him. He's had a good game. There's literally no point of risking it. I think they're getting Johnny Evans ready. And Erickson. Hopefully this is the last time we see him play as well, honestly. Guy can go back to Brentford. Gravenberg just got sent off. Wolfbach's going on, man. Spurs are 17th. They are going to play clubs like Real Madrid and Barcelona and Liverpool and Bayern and Inter Milan in the Champions League. Goldberg says they all need to go. Like, no joke, at least 70% of the squad needs to go. And I feel like that's being generous. This second half has been so bad because of the red card, and we just can't score. Oh my goodness, Bruno. Criminal giveaway. Imagine we can see it here. I think it's only right that for the final day of the shittiest season ever, it ends in a 0-0. Oh shit, Everton up 1-0 against Newcastle. So wait, what does this mean now? If Villa score, they could still do it. Not one player making good money on United is worth keeping. Yeah, like literally the only one maybe I'm saying is Bruno. Spurs aren't getting past the UCL calendar. I mean, with the current squad they have, they're probably going to be just as shit as they were this year, Spurs. But do you see them strengthening? Like, and even if they do, like, who are they even rumored to bring in? Uh-oh. Here's Watkins. He's onside. Flag stays down. Heaven just trying to stay with him. He goes around the keeper. A little too far wide. We're able to recover. The flag does go up. He came offside. Wait, Villa are currently in a Champions League spot as it stands? Oh, wait, so all they need is a draw? Let me see this table real quick. Also, anybody who watches NBA, is it Knicks or is it Pacers today? Knicks? It was always the Knickerbockers. I don't think this is a live table I'm looking at right here. It still says Villa are in 6th. Yeah, it still says they're in 6th. Counterbait says they're in 6th for a Europa League spot. Pacers are winning. Pacers, Knicks fans are so annoying, like Leafs fans of the NBA. I mean, like, Knicks, like, are they going to choke it again? They go up to 5th because Newcastle lose a point? Yeah, the commentator's saying a draw is all they need. Oh, the Villa players definitely know because the fans, I'm sure, are saying it. I don't think they should even tell them. Bruno? Ooh! I kind of... Who do I want to be in the Champions League? I'd kind of like to break Villa hearts. But I actually don't mind Villa as a club, I'm going to be honest. Hey boys, anybody who's interested, George has just put the link to the Discord in the chat. I'm going to make it a pinned message. There's the link right there. Anybody who's interested in joining the Discord, I believe George is having a nice end of season awards going on. We're going to do a team of the year voting and all that good stuff. Do any Crystal Palace players make it in the team of the season? The only one that I'd give a shout to, honestly, is the right back. What's his name? Munoz or whatever. You know who actually would be Munoz would be perfect at United. Oh, Bruno Shaw just wide. Mateta and Eze too. I mean, they've been good, but like, are they better than the guys at the top of the league? Because like, who's the striker going to be? Because it's probably not going to be anyone on Liverpool. Is it going to be Holland? I don't know. Because Holland was bagging it beginning of the season, but kind of dipped off towards the end. Isak? Yeah, Isak probably the shout. And then you also got the, like you're in Bumos and, what's that other guy's name that plays for Brentford? Wisa, like... We can't forget about Chris Wood either. I actually might lean Chris Wood over Isak, low key. This has to be offside here. Yeah, dude, low-key Chris Wood. Yeah, I hope a couple Force players, like at least 2 or 3, get in there. No City player near the team of the season, not one. Who has been City's best player this season? They've all just kind of been mid. Like, I actually genuinely don't know. Rodri, bro's been injured all season. Marmouche? Even just from the second half of the season? Vardiel is actually a shout right there. I'll vote. I will vote, George. If any other strikers scored the amount of he has, they would be in the convo automatically. Talking about Holland. Yeah. It's just a weird one because he scored, like, these goals all happened, like, at the beginning of the season. Because it's kind of like I know this. Oh, what is Binder doing? What is Binder doing? The referee blew the whistle. This can't be a goal. It literally cannot be a goal. Even if he made a mistake, it cannot be a goal because he blew the whistle. He's got both hands on the ball there. Yeah, he kicked it out of his hands there. They're not allowed to give this. Even if it is a mistake, they're still not allowed to give this because he blew the whistle. Even if it should have been a legit goal, he blew the whistle, so it literally cannot stand by the letter of the law. Like, I still thought he had control of the ball there. Just for the storyline, though, they should have just gave it. Happened against us earlier this season as I scored a fine free kick and the ref blew his whistle for no reason, so it had to be disallowed. We got an apology afterwards. Ew, Patrick. Isak to Barca? Dude, if Newcastle genuinely want to be, like, a title challenging club, they have to do whatever they can to keep Isak. And I think that cup win actually could persuade him. Palace dropped down to 11th with the Bournemouth goal. Dude, this game has been so shit. I cannot wait for the next season. I swear if we don't score goals next season. How many actual goals have we scored this season in the league? Goals for. $42. Tottenham have scored 63 goals for. That's actually crazy. 63 goals for Tottenham. 61 against. That is crazy because that's actually a decent amount of goals scored. Yeah! Come on, dude. Finally. Finally. Amad Diallo. No Champions League football for Villa. I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even see that. I was looking at the table. Nice goal. I love how he doesn't even celebrate, and like rightly so. There's nothing to celebrate about. See, Kobe to Bruno. Oh, gorgeous ball from Bruno, man. Ahmed just nicely guides it off the head into the corner. Where was that against Spurs, Bruno? Yeah, we got to keep that guy. He's too good. Scousers are absolute idiots. Apparently Trent was clapped now. Like, in a good way he was clapped. I mean, I didn't really understand. Like, I understand Liverpool fans being upset about him leaving on a free and all that, but like to boo him and like everything he's done for the club, it's just weird. It's a bit much. If only Ahmed was healthy all year, man. Dude, I still want to know who injured him in training when he had that injury. Can you really feel good about that goal, though? I mean, it's nice to see. Give us hope. Hope for next season. Probably Rasmus injured him. Ahmad goal, Bruno assist. We need to keep Bruno. Exactly. Ooh, another chance here. Just over the top of Højlund. Can we settle this ball down? Here's Casemiro. Finds Bruno. Rasmus. Back to Bruno. Penalty? Casemiro shot over the bar. Can we get a penalty here? Diallo has more goals than Saka in the Prem this season. That's crazy. Ah, Cheeto coming on here. Give him a nice little 10 minutes. I saw a lot of reports also coming out. Is Wirtz going to go to Liverpool? Because I thought he was like pretty much like... It was pretty much like 100% he was going to Bayern. And then the other day I'm seeing all over social media that he's going to Liverpool. And I'm kind of hoping that he's just going to be another Havertz. Oh, good tackle there. Good boy, Johnny Evans. Casemiro finds Bruno. That's a foul. And we get a free kick. What do I think of Rodgers' goal that was disallowed? I thought Binder had his hands on the ball. But either way, because the ref blew the whistle, like, he couldn't give it. Sal's just made it 1-1.
Please let this be the last time we see Erasmus in a United jersey. Cheeto coming on. Joe, what's going on, man? Dude, I don't know, bro. This is the exact same thing I'm asking. Where was this performance on Wednesday? And it's, you know what the crazy thing is? Villa is way better than Spurs. And we couldn't do it when it matters. And Villa are playing, like, in terms of, like, you could say, oh, yeah, it's a final or whatever. But this is basically like a final for Villa. This is them trying to get Champions League football as well. Oh, my goodness. Eriksson almost found the top right corner off a free kick just as he comes in. Or he might have already been in for a while, and I just didn't notice. Wirtz will be like Andy Carroll for Liverpool. Wait, Salah broke the goal record? Or you say for goals and assists? Is Heaven injured? He got a little bit of an injury. I don't know if it was anything super serious. I just think they didn't want to risk it, which is fair enough. Casemiro, nice ball out wide to Patrick Dorgu. Finds Bruno, corner of the 18-yard box. Plays it inside to Manu. Touches a little bit away from him, but Bruno's able to get it under control. Not fully, though. Morgan Rogers slips over the ball. Nice ball in behind from Bruno and the Kobe Manu. Gonna peel out wide. Maybe look to reset it. He's going to take on the defender. Play Bruno at top of the box. He's going to switch the play here. Here's Eriksson. Thinks about a shot. Does take it. Ooh! Not a bad effort whatsoever from Eriksson. Oh, it was goals and assists. And Salah, like, when is he going to fuck off? Like, tired of him. 29 goals and 18 assists. Like, give it a rest, man. Jacob Murphy has 12 assists. Bruno has 9. Ahmed is now tied with Bruno for our top goal scorer of the season with 8. And then after them, who is it? Garnacho with 6. That is just so bad. Where's Rashford? Rashford has 6 as well. How many of those were for United? Rasmus, 4 goals, man. Like, are you fucked? 4 goals. How many games did he actually play in? Please tell me it shows me here. Stats. Ahmed coming down the right-hand side. Oh, he goes down. It looked like it was in the box, and he's holding his knee. Don't you dare. If you fucking injured him, I'll kill you. Penalty! Yeah! Let's go. Bruno's going to take the top goal scorer for the season for us. Dude, he better not actually be injured. I'm not even going to lie that I didn't even think that was in the box. Rasmus's stats this season actually are so bad. Like all this, this is a stats from a whole season. It literally looks like stats could be stats from one game. 4 goals, 2 goals with the left, 2 goals with his right foot, 32 shots, 13 shots on target, 7 big chances missed. That's through the whole season. He had 13 shots on target in the whole bloody season. "32 appearances, 9 of them substitutions, only 4 goals. He played 2 less games last season and scored 10. Why is Eriksson taking this? Eriksson's going to miss. He doesn't want to take it. Is this like a farewell penalty? Do I know Mitchie no ball? I don't think I do. Come on, Eriksson. Give him a nice little farewell here. Blake. He says, why do I still support United? Hold on, let me watch this pen real quick. Ooh, right down the middle of the goal. 2-0 United. I'm loyal, bro. Simple as that. Although you could say that this is the worst season in United's history, I would still argue that in my time being a United fan, that this is still definitely up there. Definitely top 3, maybe even top 2, but I still wouldn't say this is the worst season that I've watched United. I forgot to change the half. I forgot to change the timer. I'm fucking this all up. There will be no Champions League football for Villa. Eriksson at Brentford was great too. He's just lost that yard of pace he needs. Dude, I wish we signed him like when originally he left Spurs. Like when he went from Spurs to Inter, that's when we should have signed him. Man, I can't believe Forest. 1 point was all they needed.
I ain't got no nigga.
Shh, what are you fucking doing, man? Oh my goodness, this is gonna go in. Oof. Brutal. Commentators all saying it's the ref's fault and the Villa goal should have been allowed. I mean, I still really think he had his hands on the ball. Yo, why are they dragging this shit out? 8 minutes at a time is crazy. Yeah, boys, you didn't just hear what my brother said. Just like ignore that. Guy's a fucking idiot. The rainbow shines over Old Trafford. Is that a sign for brighter things to come? You know, the rainbow actually meant something good in the past. Hopefully still time for a Cheeto goal. I wonder if Cheeto's actually going to like get a like proper chance in the first team next season. Probably not. I hope not, honestly, because that would mean we haven't brought in another striker. Oh, that's not what you want to see from Bruno. Dude, I know they had a red card, but where was this performance all season? Like, this has actually probably been one of our better performances. No Ugarte feature in the last 2 games, which is odd. Yeah, that is weird. I think maybe he just wanted to give some other players a chance that really haven't gotten them, like Eriksson, for example, like probably going to be his last game in a United jersey, which is probably the reason he got that penalty as well. Matty Cash, lovely tackle there from Casimiro. I know they're friendlies on Wednesday and Saturday, but are you going to stream? Yes, unless like I can't find like a stream for me to watch the game, that would be the only reason not. But I should be able to find one. Bruno Fernandes? Ahmed Diallo? Oh, we almost had the Cheeto goal just cut out there. I think the flag's gone up anyway, offside.
This has been such a dead game, though, as well. You just see the vibes. They're just everybody's still fucking gutted from Wednesday. They just want the season to be over with. Put it behind us. Can't even celebrate the 2-0. '16th place, man.
Ridiculous.
What if we don't finish? Like, what if we have a bottom half of the table finish again next season. If that happens again, 2 seasons in a row, we're fucked. Oof, that was a nice ball in from Thorgu. Nobody there to tap it in. It's played out for a corner. Can we talk Mbumo for a second? Has bagged a 20-goal season, dude. Is he actually just like that? Or is he just having like a really one-season wonder type of thing? Because, like, you know the meme that people are saying, like, if he wasn't bald, like, he'd be going for, like, 100 million and playing for fucking Madrid? Oh, shit, we're actually 15th. My table lied to me. It said 16th. That's better. Yay. McGuire? Oh! It was Johnny Evans. Predicting it now, we win the Carabao Cup next season. Dude, I don't even really give a shit about winning any trophies. The only thing I want to see is some consistent league form. It'd be nice to get a trophy, don't get me wrong, but I'm so done with these shitty league performances. Like, I would actually love... You've seen that United Strand guy that's on social media that's not cutting his hair till United wins 5 games in a row? I'd just like to see us win 3 games in a row. 3 league games. 3 league games in a row. Like, let's actually start the season well. Imagine we start the season, we win the first 3 games of the season. Like, I don't want to see a 1 loss, 1 draw, 1 win first game of the season shit. Like, I don't want to see any of that. If we don't have at least 3 out of 5 wins in the first 5 games of the season, I'm gonna be pissed. Wait. Yeah, that's full time. That is the end of the season, boys. The end of a painful one, and please God, may it never happen again. We finish in 15th place. Let's get the exact stats. Fucking Good Evening looks fucking at a loss for words. He looks stunned. Hold the phone. We finish 15th place. 11 wins, 9 draws, 18 losses. With a minus 10 goal differential. 42 points. Shocking. Surviving relegation for another season. Get in there, lads. That guy's going to grow his hair out for another 3 seasons probably. Dude, probably. Well, boys, wasn't the greatest game. At least we won it, though. Much love to everybody who's up in the stream, who's been in the streams all season. You guys are absolute legends. Again, if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn the bell on so you know when your boy goes live. For the summer and the off season, I'm going to try to be posting some more just regular videos about either transfers or just drama going around in the club, players being sold, all that stuff.
I'm also going to bring back the gaming streams as well. So hopefully, we see you guys tuned into that. Other than that, though, hope you guys have a brilliant rest of your night. We'll put this season behind us. We'll be better next year. Tiger said, wait before you end. Okay, we'll wait. I will wait. What is he going to say? Will I be live for the friendlies? I will be live for the friendlies. Unless the only reason I wouldn't be live for the friendlies is if I can't find a stream for the game. But I should be alright for that. But, yeah, boys. Hopefully, even with the friendlies, hopefully we'll see you in that. But, yeah, boys. Have a brilliant rest of your night. I'm out of here. Peace.